Hi all, welcome back to my channel Revolution by Suvarna. As I said, I'll be doing the same information regarding the suicide awareness in English as well. Today I'm here. First of all, I would like to thank each and everyone who have poured overwhelming love and affection than what I have expected in my very first video which I have done in Telugu. Many of my friends, mostly non-Telugu friends, have asked me to do the same thing as quickly as possible in English. So if not add the English titles at least, because of my busy work schedule I couldn't make time in the last 2 days. So I'm just doing it now. So quickly let me go to the topic that I would like to bring some sort of awareness on the topic suicides. That it is increasing day by day, irrespective of what the age factor is, what the gender is. Everyone is doing it, and in every age factor across the world. If we take the average records, in 2016, it was 93,000 people who have committed suicide. And in 2019, if you see the records of World Health Organization, it says 230,000 people have done it. It is not a problem of a single individual or the problem of a single family. It is creating some sort of negative impact in every individual who have come across from their nearby family members or their nearby residents. Let me just give some examples quickly. From my perspective, from my childhood, I have seen 6 suicide attempts in my very close circle. In my area where I was staying in Prodhutur, Kadapa district, in the same street where we stay, I have seen 3 people who have committed suicide, and in my very close relative circle, I have seen 3 people who have done that. The reasons may be anything. The reasons are different reasons for different people. Some people are just doing their studies, and some married and having children. Some people, even in my college, one of my classmates have done it. The process and the stuff what they are choosing is either hang on to the ceiling fans, jumping on from 5-story building, 10-story building, sitting on to fire themselves, lying down on the railway track. Just imagine how horrible it will be when your loved ones are no more. Just try to be in the place of your parents and your siblings, how they can replace the loss that happened in their life. I've seen from very close perspective when my cousin's daughter has passed away. Literally, in order to make her to sleep, they used to give anesthesia. Can you imagine? Because when she is awake, she is crying unstoppable. No one was able to console her. Do you think that our parents should undergo all these things just for giving birth to us, making us educated and reach in one point of our life where we are not able to sustain our very uncertain emotional situations? We have reached a certain point in our life where we are capable to take decisions on our own, and we since childhood I have started seeing this kind of scenarios in my real-time experiences, but what impacted me most in the recent times was that a woman of 30 plus who is a techie, she have thrown her 8 months old small baby, and she also jumped from a 5-story building. That made me sad to the deepest because a small baby with her, I don't know, maybe she would have expected some sort of love and affection from her dear ones. Also, since her baby is also of tender age, she would have been undergoing postpartum depression as well. But I truly respect the emotions and the feelings of the individual person who have come across or who have took such strong decisions in their life, but still, whatever may be the reason it could be, that is not the right solution for your problem. Nowadays, what I have seen is most of the people, in the process of trying to find the permanent solution for their problem, the best possible permanent solution, they're trying to permanently escape from the problem just by taking this kind of decisions. Let me just give some examples from my close perspective. My cousin daughter have done it because of the reason that she's put in a hostel. One more thing I would just like to bring here, because the exact reason what they are undergoing, no one would be knowing except themselves and God, until unless they really share with some of their very close ones. And also, we have to be monitoring the suicide tendency of the particular individual. And recently I came to know from one of my peers that when I joined IBM, there is a person who have trained us. The initial KT process and all will be there. So there is a person who have given the knowledge on the application. Recently I heard that even he have taken such a decision and he is no more. I'm really very disturbed after hearing to that news. I have tried researching like what could be the issue, what could be the exact reason for that. Because I have seen him very closely. He's a very strong person. He's not a person who will be taking such decisions in his life. And one of my aunt's daughter have done the same thing, keeping her 5 months old baby in front of her. She just hanged herself to the ceiling fan. And very recently I heard that 2,300 members have committed suicide just for the reason that their marriage is getting delayed. See, one thing very important is that getting married is not that great. Getting right person into our life is something really very crucial in our rest of our life. See, life is very precious. There are so many people who are going through a lot of problems, like they don't have a proper shelter, they don't have proper clothes, they don't have someone to feed them, they don't have a proper education. But still they're more confident and pushing themselves forward. But people who are in somewhat better position are not able to cope up with really their emotional illness, and they're just trying to do all these things. To be very harsh, at one point, when I recently heard of some of the news that people are ready to jump from their 5-story building, but they don't have guts to live alive in their 5-story building. You have a 5-story building where you can take shelter. There are people who they don't have roof on their top. Also, there are so many people who is fighting with their long-term diseases on the hospital beds. We are far better. We don't have all the tissues. We should be thankful to our parents for giving this wonderful life. Life is seriously very precious. It's not that for small reasons that you take these strong decisions and you will leave footprints and the memories for their lifetime to struggle like that. The pain that your parents and your siblings will undergo, no one will be able to resolve it. No one will be able to console them. Recently, I have seen one woman jumping from a building when she heard of her husband's loss. I would just like to tell one thing. Yeah, that is seriously irreplaceable loss that no one should undergo such kind of things. But still, uh, try to think in the perspective of army officers, the soldiers, where the people with the greatest loss of their life, sometimes they'll be having small kids also, just below 1 year old, like that, but still they are able to somehow survive with the strength that they'll get from the external factors, and they're just pushing themselves forward. I would like to say one thing, that don't try to be very selfish in taking the decisions. Don't think only in your perspective. Think in the perspective of your parents on what decisions you should take. I saw with all these things coming into the news. One day I was like very much moved out, and I was thinking why is it all happening? Can we do something for them? Can we ask someone to sit and give some sort of counseling where they can think ahead and change their decisions in their life, and be positive throughout their life. I started doing some sort of research on Google, and I came to know the story of one girl where she has started like this. She's an engineer basically, and she was working as an IT engineer. She lost her 3 years younger brother because of the decisions that he took, and she came to know that he's no more. One thing what makes the person most disturbed is they never know the reason of the incident that happens, because most of the times they'll be very happy, they'll be very chill around us. We don't know what exactly they'll be going through. Only in some cases people will try to share with their loved ones, like what exactly they're going through. She started saying that she seriously would have no clue, no idea on what exactly could be the reason, but she could only say that he's very kind at heart and he's very sensitive, that he thought he's unfit for this very cruel and crooked world. How pathetic it is. Even I have a younger brother, and I was very much connected to her because the way she expressed, I seriously could relate so much with the love and bonding that she had with her brother. And despite of all this loss that happened in her life, she just quit her job, and she started trying to do something, trying to cope up from the loss. She is the only one who has to support her parents and try to boost up herself. And she decided only one thing, that no one individual should undergo this kind of pain, and no parents or any of the siblings should not lose their loved ones because of lack of some sort of resources where they expect before they take this kind of decisions. She launched a petition in the change.org, and she collected 4 lakh signatures, and she launched a 24/7 helpline where 600 volunteers work in 13 different languages. And the girl's name is Rashi Takran, and the helpline service name is Kiran. Rashi Takran girl, when she is explaining her story, she played one song that she have done it along with her brother. I don't know, how much strength people should get when their dear ones and the loved ones is not there in their rest of the journey. I would like to request everyone, if you come across any kind of mental health issues that people are going through, please let them know that they're not alone in any of the ways. Try to boost up some sort of strength in them so that they can cope up with the uncertain problems that they come across in their life. It is seriously very important because it is seriously not a problem of any individual. And also, there are celebrities who are doing the same thing, and that is projecting a wrong and a negative impact on the society, where people are thinking that okay, being in some well settled situation and well settled life, they themselves do that. How come we can overcome this kind of issues? No, please don't try to compare with anyone's life, because you have your own unique life where you have your loved ones, your career, your life ahead. We should never compare our life with anyone else, because everyone is going through their own hurdles, their own up and downs. And one thing is very important, that up and downs are very common in life. It should be only to boost up our energy and strength. We should come up with the best possible solution that will work for us and for our family members. And one more thing I heard very recently is one girl was not provided with Android phone from her father, and she decided that okay, I'm done with this. I'm telling you, let me give my real life example here. Until I start my job search in Hyderabad and Bangalore, I was not having a mobile phone with me. I was not having a personal contact number with me. But luckily, I was having very good friends from whom I can take their numbers and update my resume, so that the company recruiters can approach me. And also, I was not having a laptop with me until I get a proper job, so that I can afford myself to buy one laptop. I would like to tell these two things. Why? Because everyone is not provided with everything. One thing is very clear, that some people are like, people will say that you are born with the gold spoon, silver spoon in your life and all. Yeah, they're lucky that they have all the properties in the back door, but still, you are capable of earning your own property. You should have all that courage and confidence in you, in yourself. Just remember only one thing, that there will be one or at least your family members where you can go and discuss all your problems with them and get the possible solution from them. If you think that okay, in some of the cases where girls especially, they don't want to discuss all their problems with their parents, because after getting educated and after giving so much dowry, get the marriage done, very great grand ceremony and all, they don't think, most of the times they hesitate to go and discuss them because they'll be more suffered because of all this. But I'm telling you, no parents will bear the pain and the loss if they hear that you are no more. They have so much support from them to have you, even if you go back and restart your life. I'm not saying why don't you give a chance. Yeah, try to give a chance. Sit with the person who is going to create problems in your life. Try to solve them as soon as possible and try to cope up with the things. Whatever you do, try to find the best possible solution, but do not take this kind of irreplaceable and pathetic decisions where someone else will be impacted for their whole life. Finally, I would like to give the helpline number here so that you can reach out to them anytime. They'll keep the confidentiality of your issues that you discuss with them. They'll not share with anyone, and they'll try to give the very best possible solution to your problem that you discuss with them. Trust me that you are not alone in your journey of problems. try to share with your dear ones and get them sorted out. And here is the helpline number. It's 1800-599-0019. I'll give it in the description box as well. Please comment if you want further more details or further clarification on what I have discussed. Thank you so much. Keep watching. Bye.